In Aloysius PU College, every success story is met with laurels and all hard work is appreciated. Dear students, your performance in the SSLC board exams have pleased us immensely and your hard work is duly recognized. It is to show our appreciation that we will now have the felicitation of the SSLC toppers of 2018. I request Ms. Muriel Furtado, Mrs. Sharita De Silva, Mr. Sheldon Andrade to conduct the felicitation ceremony.
Good morning to all. Perfection is not possible, but if you chase perfection, you will catch success. We have among us achievers who have come out of their respective institutions with flying colors, and today they are part of the Aloysian family. Here we have more than 400 students who have scored above 90%. We congratulate you all. The management recognizes their hard work and has decided to honor the students who have scored 97% and above marks in the board exam with a certificate and a token of appreciation. We would like to begin with students who have scored 98% and above. I request our principal, Reverend Father Melvin Mendonca SJ, to do the honor. As I read out the names, I request the students to come onto the stage. Prima Fernandez, Anmol Shetty, Shravya Shetty, Raul Noronna, Akshay Devi, Mohan Nayak, Manish Pinto, Prajna.
Students who have scored 97% and above and whose will be honored now. Viola de Souza, Sandeep Daniel Mendonca, Amna Sanam, Diksha, Muhammad Fawaz, Velisha Trina Lobo, Varshini Manohar, Shraddha Pradeep, Nichelle Flora de Almeida, and Samiksha Shetty. Those students who have scored 97% and above and whose names haven't been called out must collect their certificates from their respective class guides.
The leader's job is to see the best in human beings who have never caught sight of the best within themselves. And today, we have one such great leader amidst us, who is a source of inspiration for us all, to look within ourselves and realize our truest potentials. I deem it my honor to request our rector, Reverend Father Dionysius Vazis J, to address us and deliver his message.
Reverend Father Melvin Mendonca, the principal of St. Aloysius PU College, our vice principals, Mrs. Charlotte and Mr. Murali Krishna, our deans present on the days, heads of the departments, members of the staff, both teaching and non-teaching, our toppers of PUC second year who are present here to be felicitated. Those who are toppers of 10th standard who have been recently just felicitated. And my dear first PUC students. First of all, on behalf of the management, I want to extend to you a hearty welcome to this campus. Some of your parents are outside. I want to also thank them for trusting us, entrusting you to us, because they believe that in this institution there is academic excellence, character formation, and social concern. These are the three poles of what you are going to be educated here. Tomorrow, we need academic excellence. This time, St. Aloysius PUC has broken the record, 98.5%. I want to congratulate them. And when you finish your second PUC, I hope you will make it 100%. Would you? Say it louder. 100% will be that record that you will break. So congratulations to the faculty for the wonderful performance and to the toppers present here. My dear students, you are coming from different parts of the state, different parts of the city, because you know there's something more than academic excellence here. There is this wonderful story of Alice in Wonderland. Alice one day was walking and she comes to a crossroad. And as she comes to the crossroad, she meets a Cheshire cat. She doesn't know which road to take. So she asks that intelligent cat, that wise cat, which road should I take? And Alice looks perplexed and tells that wise cat, I don't know where I am going. And then the cat tells Alice, if you do not know where you are going, you can take any road you want. If you come to that circle in Jyoti, if you do not know where you want to go, you can take any road you want. Do you want to go to Bendur Well? Do you want to go towards St. Agnes? Do you want to go towards PVS? Do you want to go towards Hampankata? Keep your goal in mind, what you want to become. Many times I ask students, what do you want to become? And they'd say, I don't know, I have to wait for my results. Very sad. Wait for my results. No, you should know where you are going to run. A sports person, an athlete, always knows where their focus is, the finishing line. A football player, hockey player, the focus is the goal post. A cricket player, the focus is a boundary. A bowler, the focus is the wicket. Where is your focus going to be? It should be very clear where your focus is going to be and run towards that goal. Your faculty is all geared up. They said that tomorrow it's like a battle. Yesterday, that they are going to start with you. And they have already geared up themselves with orientations to take you towards the goal. You have wonderful staff, and I want to congratulate them. Every year they improve their skills and talent and attitude and aptitude to see that you run towards your goal. And therefore, my dear students, keep that focus in mind and run towards it. That means you have to see that you do daily tasks every day. Consistency is very important. Consistency is very important. Second, apart from running towards a goal regarding academics, is also character formation. Today when you are recruited anywhere, people are going to ask, how much are you going to be dedicated to another? Therefore, Socrates, that great philosopher, when he used to recruit his students, he would ask them, I believe, to look into a pond where there were fish, very nice fish, and he would say, what do you see? And if once somebody said, I see myself, my mirror of myself, he wouldn't choose them. And if someone said, I see water or fish, he would choose them, because they are able to see beyond themselves. They can see something else. And therefore, if you really want to develop yourselves, You have to stop looking only into the mirror, start looking through the window towards the world outside, the world's needs. Today they say, never ask young people what you want to become. Ask young people, how do they want to contribute to society and change this world today, change India today. And to change India today, we should appreciate that our nation is gifted with a beautiful constitution, is gifted with people of different cultures, languages, religions, diversity. I would never like to see people of different religions seated here and there in this hall. But they are all mixed up. People from Northeast are here. People from North Karnataka are here. Different cultures, languages, enrich yourselves. People who are ready to be open to new experiences. Tomorrow you're going to Europe, America. We should educate you to be global citizens. The leader of our Jesuits, who is in Rome, tells us always that we need to take our students to be educated to be global citizens. And finally, my dear students, I would like you to develop your values, your spiritual quotient. Each one of you comes from different religions, backgrounds, spiritualities. Be rooted in that culture, be rooted in that spirituality as you had that beautiful prayer that you began, because that will take you to the spirit of sacrifice and commitment in your life. Always appreciate your family that has given you and made you what you are, your parents. Never forget them. As we grow, sometimes we seem to disregard them, ignore them, because friends become family. It's our parents who make us. Even at this stage, I remember my parent. If I am what I am today, it's my parents, my spirituality, my convictions that will take me a long ride. It's that stamina that gives me. That spirituality gives me stamina in my marathon of life. Ultimately, there's a beautiful author named Martin Buber who has written a book, I, Thou. He says, when you go to the gates of heaven, you will not be asked, why didn't you become Mahatma Gandhi? You will not be asked, why didn't you become Martin Luther King? He will not be asked, why didn't you become Abdul Kalam? But you will be asked, why didn't you become you? Why didn't you become you? Each one of you should discover who you are, your talents, your capacities, become yourself. God will give you, your parents will support you, this management with your staff and your principal will support you to become who you should become. God bless you all the very best.
Thank you, Father, for your words of motivation as the students take a new step in the onward journey to success and to be able to transform them into global citizens. Nothing is impossible as long as one is willing to test the limit of the possible. Our college toppers have tested the limits and have proved beyond doubt that hard work can blur the boundaries between the two. And it is to commemorate the efforts of our students that we will now felicitate the toppers of PU Board Examination of 2018. I request Mr. Srikala Menon to do the honors.
Success is no accident. It is the result of perfection, hard work, perseverance, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing. Our college toppers of the PU Board Examination 2018 have proved this yet again and have made their alma mater proud. We would now felicitate them for their sincere commitment, dedicated efforts, and going the extra mile to achieve splendid results. This year, we have two outstanding achievers in the science stream who have scored 588 out of 600 in their final examinations. They are Miss Sandria Ann D'Souza and Miss Neha KM. First, I invite Sandria to occupy the seat on the stage. With 98%, she tops the list and has scored 100 in physics, chemistry, and biology, 99 in mathematics, 92 in English, and 97 in Hindi. Her father, Mr. Alvin Vincent D'Souza, is working abroad as a technician. Her mother, Mrs. Molly Mary D'Souza, is a teacher in Milagros School. Her mother has accompanied her to this function. She has an elder brother who is pursuing his engineering at St. Joseph's Engineering College, Mangaluru. Sandria is fondly remembered by her teachers as a lively girl with a resourceful mind. She, being a divergent thinker, has decided to take up BCom and has joined St. Aloysius Degree College. I request the rector, the principal, and the vice principal, Mr. Murali Krishna GM, to come forward and do the honor. Thank you all. Now I invite Sandria to speak a few words.
For giving me the opportunity to study in this prestigious institution. I would like to thank all my teachers for their tremendous support to all the students who have studied here. I would like to thank my parents for believing in me, especially my mother, who was always there for me. My advice for you students is that focus on your studies. Don't let anything bother you, not even a single fear or a doubt. Failure is never permanent. Take one day at a time. Focus on your studies and let everything in God's hands. Thank you.
Superintendent Kodagu Jilla Panchayat and Mrs. C.S. Philomena, who is a housewife. She has an elder sister who is pursuing her engineering in Mysore. Neha is remembered by her teachers as an obedient, attentive, studious girl. She is noticed for her tenacity. She is determined to follow the advice of her father and aims to become a civil engineer. I request the rector, the principal, and the vice principal, Mr. Murali Krishna GM, to come forward and do the honor.
A very good morning to one and all present here. Respected dignitaries on the dais, beloved lecturers, and all my dear friends gathered here. It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you all today. First of all, I would like to thank our principal, Reverend Father Melvin Mendonza SJ, for his support and encouragement. Educators are the only people who lose sleep over other people's children. I am grateful to all the lecturers for their sacrifice, support, guidance, love, and care. A teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart. I am also grateful to my hostel warden and hostel mates for supporting me and treating me as their family. And you, my dear friends, ask yourself if what you are doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. A dream becomes a goal when its action is towards its achievement. So start studying from the first day and stay consistent with your study pattern. Have a healthy competition with your classmates. Each person sitting here is unique and has different talents. Some might be interested in music, some in sports. Choose the field right now and start working in that field. And I'm sure you have taken a good decision by joining Aloysius, as you will get plenty of opportunities for all-round development. Start preparing for the competitive examinations right from the beginning. Sometimes later becomes never. Stay patient and keep trying even during your difficult times. You may have low moments, just don't give up. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. And the moment you think of giving up, Think of the reason why you held on so long. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Wishing you all the best and a bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, Neha. We applaud the achievement of our commerce topper, Ms. Mandara P. Shetty of BSBA 19th batch. I invite Mandara to take the seat. She has secured 98%, that is again 588 out of 600, with 100 in basic maths, statistics and accountancy, 99 in business studies, 93 in English and 96 in Hindi. Her father, Mr. Prakash Chandra Shetty, and her mother, Tushara Shetty, are engineers. She has a younger brother who is an 8th standard student. Today, she is accompanied by her mother. Mandara not only excelled in academics, but also was equally competent in extracurricular activities. She was the cultural representative and her class emerged victorious in the Pulse 2018 under her able leadership. She was also the coordinator of Pre-Unique 2018. Her ambition is to become a chartered accountant. I request the rector, the principal, and the vice principal, Mrs. Charlotte D'Souza,
respected dignitaries on the dais, lecturers, and dear friends. I stand here today, humbled by your felicitation, grateful for the trust you have bestowed on me, and also mindful of the sacrifices borne by my parents and lecturers. I thank you all for the generosity and cooperation you have shown throughout. It's an honor and such a delight to be in the limelight, but it was never smooth sailing for me. In my first basic maths paper, I just got 44 out of 100. It did not take me long to realize what was wrong. I had just got a new phone. I was so engrossed in it that I took my studies lightly. After that, I made a point to return my cell phone to my mom well before the exams, and it helped. I never felt that study is the only mantra in college life. It must be balanced with fun and activities. I did not offer tuitions. Whatever the lecturers taught me was enough for me to reach here. If I recall the memories of college, staying late for all the college activities, all those dance practices, and most importantly, my memories with my badge 19 will still remain fresh in my memory for a long time. I'm so fortunate to have a principal and all his encouragement for his extracurricular activities and also studies. Time I spent as a cultural rep for our class certainly helped to build confidence. I'm grateful for all the support I received from my lecturers. After all, the conversations with my lecturers kept me honest, kept me inspired, and kept me going. You made me a better student. You made me a better person. Thank you. I would also like to thank my mother and my father who were always with me and supported me in all my difficult times. And some advice to you, my young friends. You should choose hope over fear. You should choose hard work over shortcuts. You should see the future not as something out of control, but something that you can shape. Every single one of us has something we are good at. Every single one of us has something to offer, and we have a responsibility on ourselves to discover what that is. That's an opportunity education gives us. Maybe you could be a good writer, maybe even good enough to write articles for the newspaper or even a book, but you might not know it until you write a paper for your English class. You might be an inventor or an innovator, but you might not know it until you do a project for your science class. Maybe you could be a mayor or the prime minister or a Supreme Court justice, but you might not know it until you join the student council or the debate team. I know a lot of us have challenges in our life right now that can make it hard for us to concentrate on our studies. I know what's that like. There were times when I felt miserable. There were times when I did not do too well in exams. There were times when I was lonely and felt like I didn't fit in. But I was fortunate. I got a lot of chances and had the opportunity to be in the best college with the nicest lecturers, a good infrastructure, and to follow my dreams. I will always be a proud Aloysian. No one's born being good at things. You become good at things through hard work. With this, I thank you all again for this opportunity and felicitation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandara. Here we have an industrious, intellectual student, Madhuprita Naik of HESP 27th batch, the arts topper. I invite Madhuprita to occupy the seat. She has secured 94.2 percentage, that is 565 out of 600 in the board exams. She scored 90 in history, 95 each in economics, political science and English, 94 in sociology, and 96 in French. Her father, Mr. Ashwin Kumar R. Naik, is general manager of a mining company. Her mother, Mrs. Aarti Naik, is an academic professional. She has an elder brother, Mr. Raj Mohan Naik, who is also an alumnus of St. Aloysius PU College. He works in Northern Trust Bank, Pune, after completing his BCom from St. Aloysius Degree College. Madhuprita is remembered as a friendly person who loves to talk to people. She has used the various opportunities in the college to hone her talents at oration and creativity. She personifies the goal of our institution of all-round development. She wants to pursue her master's in economics and get into civil services. I request the rector, the principal, and the vice principal, Mrs. Charlotte D'Souza, to come forward and do the honor.
To one and all present here, and a very warm and hearty welcome to a brand new batch of juniors. There is a palpable excitement and nervous energy in the air. Well, dear juniors, get used to this because this is what life at Aloysius is going to be like. Every day is going to be a new challenge and it's going to teach you so much and push you to the best of your abilities. Looking back on my time in Aloysius today, I feel really happy and excited for all of you because I know how fantastic a time you're about to have here. I think you might feel that I'm exaggerating right now. I've been in your place too. But I truly believe that you'll know what I mean 2 years from now when you'll be preparing to say your goodbyes. Whatever it is that you're good at, whatever your potential may lie in, Aloysius is going to bring that out. 2 things that I love most about this college. Firstly is how every effort, every achievement, every endeavor gets acknowledged here and gets applauded. Secondly, it's the diversity. You have students here from the length and breadth of this country. There's always so much to share and so much to get inspired by that it astonishes you. I'm sure many of you will be staying away from your home, away from parents. And it's never the best feeling, but trust me, you're not going to regret it. Because there's no other place more worthy of this sacrifice than Aloysius. Because it's going to give you so much more in return. I think I speak for all ex-students of this college when I say that Aloysius helps you to excel in academics, co-curriculars, sports, or whatever your field of interest may be. But most importantly, it gives you so much experience. Experiences of all kinds, experiences with amazing people. It gives you moments and lessons and friendships that you will cherish for a lifetime. Pre-unique, sports day, cultural events, college day, cause, and so many competitions organized by the associations almost every week. You're gonna love it here. And of course, the most amazing team of faculty who are ever so supporting and understanding of you. They are the ones who will believe in you when you will be doubting yourself. So ultimately, it all boils down to how you leap at every opportunity and make the most of it. So be good, stay passionate, and go on and create history while enjoying every bit of this fantastic journey of becoming an Aloysian. And finally, before I leave, I would like to thank the college, the management, the staff, and all my batchmates for not just helping me achieve, but also for giving me the 2 most amazing years of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhuprita. We wish all the toppers the very best of everything in their future endeavors. Thank you. Over to Amok.
2017-18 had witnessed remarkable academic and extracurricular advancements that has set the bars for future years higher than ever before. And all this was made possible under the guidance and leadership of our principal, Reverend Father Melvin Mendonza, SJ, whose vision for the overall development of not just the students and the staff, but that of the institution as a whole has borne extraordinary results and has heightened interest in students to be a part of St. Aloysius College. I request Father Principal to address us and share his message with us all.
Father Dionysius Vas, Rector of St. Aloysius Institutions, our Vice Principal, Mrs. Charlotte D'Souza, Mr. Murali Krishna GM, our Deans, Dr. Ganesh Amin, Dr. Pradeep, Mrs. Kiran Shetty, coordinators of today's program, Mr. Alvin Saldana, Mrs. Shiny Clifford, HODs, faculty members, parents, and my dear new Aloysians. Welcome to St. Aloysius. In the morning, there was a block here around the top, lighthouse, because everyone was trying to get into Aloysius. That is what Aloysius is. 138-year-old institution which has helped your parents, your grandparents, and many others to study and to excel in life. And just now we heard from 4 toppers of our second PUC, Sandria, Mandara, Neha, and Madhuprita. They spoke about their journey in Aloysius, how this journey began 2 years back as you begin today, and how this journey has transformed them and taken them to a newer level. They have made use of every opportunity that is there in academics and extracurricular. And today, they are very confident and we are very happy with them as they go forward. And that is what I wish to each one of you. You have joined St. Aloysius to excel. Excel not only in academics, but also you want to develop your personality. We call here character formation. We will have a lot of activities where you will be sharing with one another. Madhuprita just now mentioned about cause. We have such activities where our students raise funds and donate for the home for the aged or the orphanages and take care of other children. This is what Aloysius does. When you study, you start giving. When you become Aloysian, you think of others. We say here, we want to create men and women for and with others. What is the purpose of education? I know all of you would like to get good grades. You would like to get into a good professional course. And our college is there. We have got excellent staff. We will support you. But along with that, we want all of you, with your parents, we say that we want all of you to become better human persons. Better human persons who think of the other, who think of the less privileged, who think of the society, who think of this country, so that everyone progresses, everyone develops. That is our vision. You heard about Aloysian, becoming Aloysius. Who is this person, Aloysius Gonzaga? Some of you are new to the campus. Some of you are familiar with the campus. We have a beautiful chapel right on the hill here on the top. And there we have got beautiful paintings on the walls and on the frescoes, canvases and the frescoes. And there is the life of a person, and that person is Saint Aloysius Gonzaga. He lived in the 16th century. He was a student like you, just 20 or 21 years old. He was going to the college in Rome. And when he was going to the college, he wanted to help those who were suffering from different sicknesses. And in Rome, there was this sickness, plague. And he knew it is contagious. But still, he went out of the college, helped the plague victims. He contracted this disease and he died. He died because he served others. And that is the example, ideal, I would like to place before you. We do not live for ourselves. We live for others. We want to live for our parents. We would like to live for Mangalore. We would like to live so that others may have life. And that is what our vision is for all of you, my dear students. So when you are in Aloysius, focus, make your priorities very clear. Pre-university college is a launching pad for all the future opportunities. It's a launching pad for future, all the possibilities. So excel in academics. If you want to excel in academics, you heard from our toppers. Be regular to the classes. Do not miss classes at all. Come in the morning and you do not go out of the gate. Our gates are always open, lots of freedom. But we do not want our students to go out. And if you go out, then there are consequences. You can go out for your lunchtime. But then, during the class hours, you cannot go out. If you want to go out, you need to take the permissions of the concerned people. There will be deans, SWOs, who will give you the permission to go out and finish your work and come back. Otherwise, you cannot get out of the gate. What I'm trying to say is, you are entering our campus to excel, and if you want to excel, hard work is important. And in that, first one is your attendance and your regularity. Roads will get clogged in the morning, but classes will begin at 8:45. All of you should be in the campus by 8:45, latest by 8:50. The first bell will go at 8:50. Teachers will enter the class at 8:55. There will be prayer and attendance. Every hour there is attendance. And when you are absent, a message will go to the parents. But more importantly, I want all of you to be present for every class. First hours are very important. Do not come late. Do not miss classes. Second thing is hard work. Some of you are very bright. You can listen to the lecturer and you will remember. But most of you will require a little more of study at home. Open your books every day. Not when the exams come close. You are not studying for the exam today. You are studying to get knowledge which you can use in your life later in your career. That is why you need to learn at home also. Study what is taught in the class. Study little ahead what could be taught in the next class so that you come prepared. And when you are not able to follow what is taught, go to the lecturer and ask. Our lecturers are very good. They are very friendly, very encouraging. They will teach you in the staff room. You can raise your hands and say you are not followed. They are there to help you. But do your hard work. I told you, be regular to the classes. Do not miss classes. And second thing, I said, do hard work in the college as well as at home. You have come here with lot of enthusiasm, lots of energy. You would like to excel, but that is possible when you do hard work every day. I was looking at the percentage of our students who have joined this year, the batch 2018 and 20. And I'm very happy to note there are many toppers. Can I ask how many of you have got distinction, 85% plus? Raise your hands, let's see. 85% and okay. Quite a lot, maybe around 800 to 900 students. We have admitted 2,100 students. Around 800 to 900 students roughly have got distinction. Others may be top 80s or 70s. All of you should plan today and say that you will get distinction in PUC also. But getting distinction in PUC is not easy. 10th standard was little easy. PUC is the most difficult phase of your studies. Remember this. You will struggle with your academics. Subjects are very tough. Syllabus is very vast, and along with this, you will be distracted because you are in the crucial phase of your life. You are teenagers. Your friends become important. Your cell phone becomes important. Going to the shop becomes important. Playing a game becomes important. Along with all these things, if you can remain focused, you will get distinction. Remember, you have got 85% plus. Some students with 70% have excelled and got 90%. I asked Sandria in the beginning, what was her percentage? She said 98%. She came from St. Agnes and she has repeated that performance. So it's possible for all of you to repeat your 10th standard performance, provided you are focused, you have a goal before you, and you do the hard work every day. There are some distractions, and I need to tell you, and all of you know some of the time wasters in your life. One big distraction for most of the teenagers today is social media and the cell phone. Kindly do not bring your cell phone to the college. If you bring it, it may be confiscated and we will not return till you complete your education here. And when you are at home, restrict the use of your cell phone. Keep it away during your study time. You need to study at least for 3 to 4 hours. During those 3 to 4 hours, kindly switch it off. Talk to people, talk to your parents. They are more important. Talk to your friends. Don't just believe in sending WhatsApp messages or updating your Facebook status or doing something in Instagram, things like that. There is time for that. But today, you need to have real friends, not virtual friends. We believe, I got so many friends on the Facebook, but none of them will come and save you and help you in real life. Make real friends in the college and outside at home and outside the campus too. That is very, very important. So this is the first distraction. As I've interacted with many students, I tell you, cell phone can become a big, big distraction along with this gaming and many other things. So try to avoid this cell phone. During your study time, switch it off and remain focused. Sometimes we come with great expectation and we want to do well. And our company also matters. You would like to become a friend. Your friend is good, you will remain good. Tell me who is your friend, I can tell you who you are. The saying goes. So that is why have good friends around you who are very, very positive, who can motivate you, who can stand by you, who can encourage you, appreciate you. But do not be with those people who are distracted, who are addicted to something else, who are not focused. So choose your friends wisely. You cannot be friends with all the people, but you need to have few friends who will help you. You are coming from the school, but then you will have more friends here. Some of you have come from distant places and you are staying in the hostel. I understand you have left your families for the first time, and in the first few days, you will feel homesick. You will not get the food that was provided to you by your mom at home. You will find difficult to adjust with your roommate. All these things will happen in the first few days. But as Madhuprita said just now, it is very, very exciting. Be in the hostel or here in the campus. Make friends and they will be there with you to help you. We have students who have come from different places. This is like mini India. We have students who have come from Gulf countries, around 65 of them. We have many students who have come from outside Karnataka. We have many students who have come from outside Dakshina Kannada. We have students who have come from different backgrounds. We have students coming from CBSE school, state boards, Maharashtra, Goa, and other syllabus, ICSE. But today, we form a single Aloysian family. Today, you may be sitting with your schoolmates, and very soon you will find new friends, and you will be known as Aloysians. This is true India. Sometimes, when we look at our world, Mangalore and other places, people would like to divide us based on our caste, religion, status. But this is what we want to build and give it to the world. A world which is harmonious. A world where people of different religion live in peace. A world where people belonging to different philosophies, even if we disagree, we live in peace. And this is what I wish each one of you at Aloysius. Make friends with one another. You are sitting next to each other. You do not know which school this girl or that boy comes from. You do not know which caste, which religion that person comes from. Everything contributes for the well-being of the person. Let's not divide ourselves based on the caste. Let's not divide ourselves based on religion or creed. Let's not divide ourselves on poor or rich. Here, everyone is Aloysian, and this is what we want to give it to the world. This is what we want to give it to the country. A world where everybody can exist in peace, where there is prosperity for everyone, where there is development for everyone. So my dear students, this is your first day in the college. From school, you have become college students. From here, you will develop all your faculties, all your skills. And I can tell you, our staff, our vice principals, deans, our staff will accompany you, will be there with you in every day, at every moment of your life, to help you to succeed, to help you to go to the next level. And from you, we will build a better world, better India. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Father, for your words of wisdom and guidance. St. Aloysius institutions uphold the principle of discipline and character formation and deems it essential for the holistic development and betterment of an individual, and has hence put forth a set of rules and regulations. Our Vice Principal of Commerce and Arts, Mrs. Charlotte D'Souza, will now brief you about the same. Over to you, ma'am.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, my colleagues, and my dear young friends, good morning to you. Educational institution is always referred to a temple where we avoid any sort of distractions and disturbances, and everybody is serious in prayer. Same must be seen in our college too. Few rules of the college will make your stay of 2 years memorable and wonderful. Instead of me quoting the rules here, I have our students of 2nd PUC Humanities who are highly energetic and always active to explain the rules on my behalf.
These are the rules. The first rule is be punctual. So in Aloysius, we mold humans to be men and women for each other when you grow up and go and do jobs and everything else. So every student is expected to be in their class in the morning at 8:45 and before the teacher reaches the class every respective hour.
So the second rule is discipline. Being part of a respected institution, we are expected to maintain a certain sense of decorum. And that is why all the students will be expected to maintain discipline while you're in the campus. Any form of misconduct will not be tolerated, and whosoever found indulging in any form of misconduct will be immediately dismissed.
Rule 3, respect. Throughout the 2 years that you're going to be here, these teachers are the ones who are going to be guiding you and teaching you. So do respect. Greet them whenever you see them.
The next rule is about uniforms. You all look really nice today, but you need to wear uniform when you are inside the campus. When asked to wear color dress, you need to wear traditional dress. Black shoes and black belt for boys are compulsory.
Rule number 5, self-driven vehicles. No student is permitted to bring self-driven vehicles to college. Your safety is our utmost concern. And as being good children of the environment, the least we can do our bit is to reduce vehicular emission. So yeah, do not bring your vehicles to college.
Rule number 6 is lost items. In our college, we preach humanity and its values. So, as good human beings, it's our responsibility to give anything that's lost or dear to them. All lost items are supposed to be brought to Vice Principal's office or reception counter. Anybody who has lost anything can contact Vice Principal's office or reception counter.
Rule number 7, it's about mobile phones. I know that it's all difficult for us to adjust to the situation where we don't use mobile phones in our daily life, but over the next 2 years, you'll have to make sure that you don't use it any longer like you use it at present. So, and you get into college, and once they confiscate, you'll have to face the consequences.
Rule number 8, it's cheating and malpractice. Integrity and honesty is an important part of examinations. So please do not indulge in malpractice. Anybody who indulges in malpractice will not be allowed to answer the final examinations.
Rule number 9, attendance. A minimum of 85% attendance is required to be qualified for the final exams.
Rule number 10, prior permission. Prior permission for long breaks or long leaves should be taken from the vice principal or the principal. In case of sicknesses for long leaves, a medical report is required.
Rule number 11, valued classes. Attending valued classes is compulsory. Skipping for no reason will be dealt with strictly.
Rule number 12, leave note. Leave note should be produced and should be signed by the following in the following cases. 0 to 3 days, class guide. 4 to 7 days, SWO. 7 to 10 days, dean. 10 to 15 days, vice principal. 15 plus days, principal. Students will be admitted in class only after the leave note is shown.
To conclude, every student will come across 3 areas in a student life. Curriculum, that is, study of subject in the combination you have chosen. Second one, co-curriculum, to increase the efficiency of the students and make you active, like taking part in debate, elocution, essay, etc. And third one is extra curriculum, that is sports and games to keep you fit and fine. I'm happy to tell you that we at St. Aloysius have a blend of all these 3 in a proper proportion. Make the best use of it. Definitely, your stay here will build your quality and make you men and women for and with others. Thank you.
The most important thing is being passionate about what you're doing and always giving it your best. That is the key to success. This year, the students and the teachers have worked tirelessly to achieve commendable results, the overview of which will now be presented to you by Ms. Ashwini from the Department of Biology. I request the dignitaries to kindly take their seats of the dais.
I stand before you to present the result analysis for the academic year 2017-18. The total number of students who appeared for their second PUC board exams were 1,749. 1,723 succeeded. If I consider science, the number of students who appeared in science were 993. Please put your hands together for your seniors. Among them, 983 made through. Commerce, for all the students who have joined commerce, this is your commerce seniors. 705 were the number who appeared. 691 made it through. So, can I hear the commerce students? Yes. Last but not the least, arts. Out of the 51 students who appeared, 49 made it through. Give a big round of applause. All right. Looking at the morning news for today, the number of distinctions, class first, class second, and class third. In science, the number of distinctions in science were 262, class first 666, class second 52, class third 3. In commerce, distinctions 146, class first 413, class second 110, class third 22. And in arts, we had 9 distinctions, class first 34, class second 5, and class third 1. With the overall results, 417 distinctions. Please put your hands together because it was 300 last year.
So that's a massive increase. 417 distinctions, 1,113 class first, 167 class second, and 26 class third. Therefore, I'm here to happily announce that your seniors have made us very proud with a whopping 98.51%. The best ever Aloysius has ever seen in the last 10 years. With contribution from science 98.999, commerce 98.01, arts 96.08%. Now, introducing to you the toppers, a few who spoke in front of you and a few I definitely would like to mention. Science toppers, Sandria. Sandria has scored 588 out of 600, that is where she stands at 98%, Hindi 97, English 92, 100 in physics, 100 in chemistry, mathematics 99, and biology 100. So Sandria, congratulations with the 98%. Equally, with the same percentage, shares Neha, who also spoke to you. Neha has secured a 98%, 588 out of 600, 97 in Kannada, 93 in English, 100 in physics, 100 in chemistry, 99 in mathematics, 99 in computer science. Congratulations, Neha. I also like to have the special mention of the next science toppers. It's a tie between the two, Rion Glenn Nazareth and Palmyra Dias, 97.17%. Let's hear for them. And also the tie between the three for the third place, 97% shared by Sohan A. Kotian, Nishan Clave D. Almeida, and Swati Prabhu. Put your hands together. They are our science toppers. For all of you who belong to this group of commerce, here goes the commerce topper, Mandara. Mandara stands there at 98%. Her scores 96 in Hindi, 93 in English, 99 in business studies, 100 in accountancy, 100 in statistics, 100 in basic math. Congratulations, Mandara. Followed by Darren Narain Miranda. He has scored 587 out of 600, so stands there at second position with 97.83%. He scored 95 in Hindi, 93 in English, 99 in business studies, 100 in accountancy, 100 in statistics, and 100 in basic math. Congratulations to Darren as well. The commerce toppers, at 96.67%, Sweedel D'Souza, 96.33%, Swati Shenoy, at 96.17%, Devanga Abhishek, at 96.17%. Again, Desiree Maria Gonzalez. Put your hands together. That was a list of the commerce toppers. Moving on to the arts toppers. Arts topper, Madhuprita Nayak. She stands there at 94.17%, 565 out of 600, 96 in French, 95 in English, 90 in history, 95 in economics, 94 in sociology, 95 in political science. Congratulations to Madhuprita Nayak. The other arts toppers are Kavya with a 93.33%, Tarini Thakur, 92.17%, Ankita Kamath, 87.33%, Shrija Bhattacharya, 87.17%. Please put your hands together. That was a set of arts toppers. All right, now time for the subject-wise results. Standing first in the science core subjects is the Department of Physics. Please put your hands together. It's 99.60%. Chemistry, 99.09%. Mathematics, 99.15%. Biology stands at 98.43%. Computer science, the science section of the computer science, 99.56. Commerce, 97.32. Electronics, 99.42, with 2 batches, 100% in electronics. Home science, so for all of you who have taken home science, science and arts, both of them have fetched 100% results. Put your hands together. Basic math, 100%. Statistics, science section has scored 100%, and the commerce section has scored 98.81%. The other subjects, history, 100%. Economics, 99.81%. Business studies, 99.15%. Accountancy, 99.43%. Sociology, 100%. Political science, 100%. Psychology, 100%. Please put your hands together. Time for languages. As always, for so many years, English has kept its record of 100%. So 100% for English, 98.53% for Kannada, 99.84% for Hindi. French, 98.41%, Sanskrit, 100%, Malayalam, 100%. Now, the total number of hundreds. Accountancy stands first with 27 hundreds. Statistics, 20 hundreds. Mathematics, 19 hundreds. 11 hundreds in physics. 9 in basic math. 7 in computer science. 5 in chemistry. 4 in biology. 4 in Hindi. For the first time in a language, as you can notice, 4 hundreds in Hindi, 4 hundreds in business studies, 2 hundreds in psychology, and 1 in electronics. Appreciations for the students who were able to achieve this. I want a massive, thunderous applause for this achievement. For the past 10 years, says a lot. And a huge thank you for the passing out batch for a record-breaking 98.51%. Expectations are high now. The standards have risen. Do not want to scare you, but giving you a message. Anyway, also, we conduct classes here for JEE, CET, as well as NEET. The JEE mains results were out. I'm very proud to present. It's a big list, so I will not be reading out the names. It's a list of the JEE main qualifiers for 2018. So, can you put your hands together? Because they've done a lot of hard work. It's a great achievement. Congratulations to the team of teachers as well as the students. These are our JEE main qualifiers. Also, for your current seniors who are now second year, first PUC results, out of the 2,043 students who appeared, 1,903 cleared, 140 couldn't make it through. The number of distinctions, 289, class first, 977, class second, 377, and class third, 187. With an 89.57%, 90.94 being the contribution from science, 88.79 from commerce, 82.76 from arts. Introducing to the toppers, science, Halona has topped in science with a 97.33%. Commerce, Ashwini Baliga, 98%. Arts, Mauna Varshika, 93.83%. Can I hear some applause? Well, as we bask in the glory of 98.5%, this is what, as a teacher, I have to tell you all students. The message is as simple as it is. 2 years of determination, hard work, and smart learning is all you need to see yourself achieve such great feat that I discussed with you all just now. So, with all my heart, I welcome each one of you. God bless us all, and let us keep this beautiful message in our head. As said by Swami Vivekananda, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am, for compilation of the results.
Dignitaries of the days, staffs, students, and parents, I take great pleasure to propose the vote of thanks today. First and foremost, I thank God Almighty for the beautiful beginning of the new academic year 2018-2019. My heartfelt gratitude to our dear principal, Reverend Father Melvin Mendonca SJ, in his absence, for his continuous support and guidance. I would like to thank our rector, Reverend Father Dionysius Vas SJ, in his absence, for motivating the students with his inspiring words. I would like to express my gratitude to our finance officer, Reverend Father John Land Bosco SJ, in his absence, for his support in all our endeavors. My sincere gratitude to both the vice principals, Mrs. Charlotte D'Souza and Mr. Murali Krishna, for their guidance at all the time. I am extremely thankful to all the deans, HODs, SWOs, teaching and non-teaching staffs for their unhindered support and encouragement. I would like to place on record my gratitude and appreciation for Mr. Alvin D'Souza and Mr. Juliana D'Souza and the team of maintenance for their meticulous arrangement. And on behalf of St. Aloysius PE College, I thank our maintenance team. My special thanks to Mr. Amok Shetty, the MC of today's program, for conducting this program in an organized way. My words of gratitude to Ms. Ashwini V. from Department of Biology for meticulously compiling the results. I also thank Mr. Dexter and team for the melodious choir and a spiritual prayer service. My special thanks to Mr. Praveen Kumar, the admin, for designing the background today, as well as making all the arrangements which are required for today's program to make it a successful one. My heartfelt gratitude for the members of media who are amidst us. My sincere thanks to Mrs. Shiny Clifford, the co-convener of today's program, for her constant support. And on behalf of St. Aloysius PE College, I welcome all the students of the batch 2018-20 and the parents, and thank you all for being here. Thank you one and all.
Dear students of the first year, initiate within yourself the desire to excel. Transform your thoughts and actions for the good, and relish in the exaltation of success that you're all are bound to achieve. On behalf of the management and staff, I wish all of you a fruitful stay at this college and hope that you'll all realize your true potentials and fulfill your dreams. We will now conclude the program with the college anthem. Kindly rise.
It's a grateful song of sorts, but we pledge to stand.